you know, everybody grows up somewhere. Everybody goes to high school somewhere, and like that kind of happens to a lot of people. And it's like, you know, I'm very, very proud of like where I grew up, and I think a lot of people are proud of where they grew up.
These are the best Nike SBs to release in recent years, and in today's review, I'm going to tell you exactly why I believe that. What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If it is the first time you're touching down on this channel, welcome to Small Feet, Big Heat. We talk sneakers, we talk streetwear, and everything in between. This is the born and raised Nike SB Dunk Low, one block at a time. Every couple of years, Nike changes the box color of the SBs, and right now, we are in the sale box era. If you're unfamiliar with Born and Raised, they are a streetwear brand based out of Los Angeles, and that definitely informs the color choices on this shoe. Blue suede and white tumbled leather on the upper. The materials are nice, but nothing above average. That is not where this shoe shines. Where this SB shines, like a lot of other SBs, is in the details, and this shoe is jam-packed with details. So let's go ahead and start at the bottom of the shoe with the icy blue outsole and the Born SB branding on the bottom. You also have that pink Nike SB hit in the middle there. There's a lot of born and raised taglines and slogans that appear on these shoes, which as a BXR supporter, I'm very happy to see. On the back of the midsole, both shoes say on the turf, and on the mudguard on the front of the shoe, it says one block at a time, embroidered into that blue suede. Both of those sayings are repeated on the tongue of the shoe. On the back of the tongue, it says on the turf. And if you flip up the bottom of that tag, it actually says don't be a lame. And on the front of the tongue, it says Born SB, and then you have one block at a time in pink. Now would be a good time to explain that Born and Raised was founded in 2013 by Sponso and Alex Two-Tone. They both grew up in the same Venice, Los Angeles neighborhood, and in like 2004, Venice underwent a major gentrification that caused a lot of the families that lived there for years to be suddenly pushed out of their homes. Now, Sponso was extremely against gentrification, and from that came the idea or the premise for Born and Raised as a brand. The one block at a time, on the turf. Sponso was trying to preserve the culture, the memories, and the neighborhoods one block at a time. The swoosh and the heel tab are lenticular, which means depending on the angle, they change. The swoosh changes from like a silver to a blue to a pink, and the branding on the heel tab actually changes from Born SB to Nike SB, depending on how you're looking at it, which I believe is another callback to the gentrification of Venice and how quickly it happened. There 1 minute, gone the next. Also near the heel is another hit of embroidery. This is the Born and Raised Capitol Head logo. They've used it before on a couple of shirts. If I'm being 1000% honest, I definitely would have preferred to see the snooty fox make an appearance, but hey, that's just one of my favorite BXR logos. Instead of the usual holes on the toe box, it's this jewel-like pattern on the toe box, as well as the eyelets around the ankle of the shoe. It's almost reminiscent of a bandana pattern. That's the look that they were going for. These shoes do feature leather sock liners, and on the insoles you have blurred images of the Venice Pavilion and what it looked like in the 80s and 90s. As you can see from all the details on the shoe, the story that they're telling is very clear, it's concise, and they used every inch of the shoe to get that messaging across, which to me is the very essence of old school streetwear. If you think about the pieces that we got back in the day from the big streetwear brands that we all used to love, and some of us still do, some of them were very heavily branded, maybe even over branded, because they wanted those pieces to be easily and immediately recognizable. They wanted to make them stand out, and these shoes definitely stand out. They're also a direct connection to the community. Sponso even went back to the neighborhood high school and gave away pairs to the graduating class. There's 3 pairs of laces included aside from the blue pair that's currently in the shoe. You get a flat cream lace, a paisley pink and blue lace, and a fat white lace. The laces have in loving memory printed on them, which is a reminder to remember things as they were as you move forward, which was the whole premise of the Born and Raised brand. So yes, I think this is one of the best SBs that we've gotten since the pink box era, and that is why it's my sneaker of 2023. If you want to see me review or unbox some other shoes on the channel, go check out these videos right here.